Charlie is in Nashville. Hey, Charlie, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, David. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Well, need some advice on how to start a budget with my wife. Our money's out of control, and I can't handle money at all very well.
Okay.
I mean, whenever we start to talk about bills or starting a budget, we sometimes just start arguing.
That would make you a normal married couple. Most of us have, okay? And so I think the thing is this. What you need to do is both of you have a vote on the final budget. Okay? Principle number one is we're going to do what's called a zero-based budget. And a zero-based budget simply means you're going to sit down and April is coming up, okay? We're going to look at April. How often are you paid?
Once a week.
And how often is she paid?
Once a week.
Okay, so you look at the calendar in April, and you could even do the remaining of March and all of April if you want to. You could do a month and a half budget if you want to, and say, how many checks are we going to have during that period of time? How many weeks, how many Fridays, or whatever it is your payday is, right? And what are our checks going to be?
I get paid on Thursday, actually.
Okay, what day does she get paid?
Thursdays.
Okay, so you just look at Thursdays and say, how many Thursdays have I got during this month? So I got four checks, or I got 5 checks. One of the two. Okay. And then you add up your total income for the month. Take home pay. Take home pay.
Okay.
And that's at the top of the page. Now, all a budget is the two of you are going to spend that on paper, every dollar of it. It's going to go to some category on paper, on purpose, and you're going to agree to it. And then we're going to stick to whatever we both vote on and agree to. So you start with food. I recommend when you very first start a budget that you break out grocery stores and restaurants separately. Because restaurants will eat your grocery store budget if you're not careful.
Okay.
So 2 different lines for food. You put a dollar amount beside that you both like and agree to. Then you put lights and water and gas if you heat with gas, right? That kind of. So your utilities are second. And then you pay your house payment or your rent. You got car payments?
Okay.
Have you got car payments?
Yeah, we got 2.
Okay, you put the car payments on there.
We don't have a house payment.
Okay, you put the car payments on there. And so your income minus these dollar figures we're going to spend it all right down the list, okay? And then when you really don't have any argument because you both know you got to buy food. You might argue about what you're going to spend on it. You don't have an argument about the car payment. You're either going to pay the car payment or they're going to take it.
Right.
So there's no arguing there. There's no arguing on paying the light bill. You're going to pay it or you're going to be sitting in the dark, so you can't really argue about that. The arguments always come of when there's money past necessities, past the bills we know we have to pay. How are we going to do that? What are we going to do with that? And that's where we recommend couples get on the baby steps plan, and you've got goals then of what you're going to do with any money we can squeeze out of the budget. What are we going to do? Well, we want you to have $1,000 saved as soon as you can as your starter emergency fund, and then we want you to start working your way out of debt in baby step 2, where you list your debts smallest to largest, pay minimum payments on everything but the little one, and any money we can squeeze out of the budget, we throw extra at the little one until it's paid off. So we're going to work our way out of debt is one of our big goals for you, because if you don't have any payments, you've got money. What you're going to experience, Charlie, is this. Don't argue about a bunch of little stuff. Don't argue about $50 on the food budget. Lose that battle to win the war. And the war is if you guys will learn to work together on money, and it takes a little while. Some of the biggest fights you'll ever have in your life are the first 2 months that you do this budget.
That's the only fights we have.
Yeah. But once you get in a rhythm and you've got an agreement of where we're going and how that means how we're going to use any money we can find, the other thing you're going to experience when you do the budget is you're going to feel like you've gotten a raise. Because when the money is not got a plan, it just runs away. It leaves. And when you start doing what I'm talking about, you're going to look at this and go, where has all our freaking money been going? Because you're going to have money left at the bottom of this. I know you are. Okay.
Okay.
And then you guys begin to say, okay, we want to get out of debt. We want to save for retirement. We want to go on vacation. She needs a new car. We need to get the cars paid off. We want to. I don't care what you want to do. All I care is that you agree on it and do it on purpose. And I'll give you a guideline of what I think you ought to do called the baby steps. But your first step is give every dollar a name on paper, on purpose, be in agreement, and then that's a contract. You initial the bottom of it, you know, and you pinky swear and spit shake, and that's a contract. You do not spend money that is not on this budget. She does not spend money that is not on this budget. We are agreeing that this is how we as a couple are going to live this month. And it's not you telling her what to do. It's not her telling you what to do. You both have a vote. The contract is done. Now the contract tells you both what to do.
Okay.
And that'll help you with your communication processes. Now, who's the saver and who's the spender?
She always says that she's the saver and I'm the spender. I totally agree.
Okay, cool. So, you know, what's going to happen is you're going to want to put stuff in there too high, and she's going to want to put stuff in there too low.
Okay, because I like to do a lot of fun stuff and then pay my bills.
Well, you're going to need to do it the other way, because if you're ever going to get out of debt and build wealth, the fun stuff is going to be towards the bottom of the list after you get your debts paid off.
Okay.
You'll be in debt the rest of your life buying toys, doing fun stuff. We always say adults devise a plan and follow it. Children do what feels good.
Okay.
So just have a plan, but you can put fun in the budget. You're there to make sure fun is in the budget. She's there to make sure you guys don't run out of money and have to eat Alpo.
Okay.
That's your God put you together because you're opposites, and that's a perfect way of doing it. And so, yeah, and so if you'll get I'm a spender like you are, Charlie, and that's why God has me teach this every day. And I figured out the more I got control of the money, the more money I had to enjoy and to give. But I had to live like no one else so that later I could live and give like no one else. So the other thing you can do for doing the budget is check the Every Dollar. Go to everydollar.com and download the Every Dollar app. It's a very easy budgeting system that we built. It's completely free. You can download it for your phone, for your desktop, whatever. At everydollar.com. We give every dollar a name. That's that zero-based budgeting concept. And hold on, I'm going to send you a copy of the book, The Total Money Makeover. And if both of you will read that and both of you will get an agreement, you'll be able to have fun. She'll be able to have to save. And the more she saves, the more fun you'll be able to have. Because it takes, you know, you can do nice stuff when you got a bunch of money. And you don't get a bunch of money accidentally. You know, becoming rich is never an accident. It always happens on purpose. So, hey, good question. Good to talk to you. I think you're going to do great. Hold on. Kelly will pick up. We'll get you a copy of the Total Money Makeover book and get you heading in the right direction.